Alright, here it is, a Tauren.
Here's our Tauren.
Looks like a Tauren Paladin. They just recently were able to be Paladins.
Which is really good because they're actually very powerful Paladins.
They're extremely good Paladins. As you can see, Tauren are cows. They're Minotaurs. They're cow people. Half man, half cow, 100% provider.
It's like a cow humanoid, basically.
That's it. Tauren are Native Americans, pretty much.
Native Americans mixed with like a little bit of hippie. Just it's like sprinkled on the hippie.
They're peace loving.
They care for preservation of Azeroth.
They want to preserve Azeroth, Earth. Basically, is what Azeroth is. It's just the world you're on. They headline this group called the Cenarian Circle that is tasked with keeping Azeroth safe.
Along with Night Elves.
That's it. Night Elves and Tauren. They head the Cenarian Circle. Basically, the Tauren head everything that has to deal with keeping Azeroth in check. Like, stopping people from destroying the world that they live in. Literally, the World of Warcraft. A Tauren is in everything. So
it's like PETA versus human race.
That's it.
In our world, not the World of Warcraft.
Yeah. These guys are like PETA. There's actually a group called PETA in the game.
Really?
Yeah. That's in a different expansion.
Can we friend them?
Can we friend? Yes, you can actually be a part of PETA.
I might have to do that.
It's rather humorous.
Alright, so classes.
Classes. Tauren can be anything except rogues and mages.
Yes.
Tauren do not lack the mental capacity to be mages, and they lack the ability of deceit.
Yes,
to be rogues. They can't do it.
They have strength, stamina, and that's about it.
Yeah, they're very spirited.
Oh, yeah, spirited. Yeah.
They're very strong, hardy race, obviously, because they're cows.
Dude, hell yeah.
That's it. I think. Is that?
I mean,
anything
that's
else?
About their natural like starting off stat. They get like extra they have like high stamina.
Extremely high stamina. About this starting area here. It is a huge pain.
Yes, you have to walk everywhere.
You walk everywhere. It takes a long time. You might as well just stop and graze every couple feet because it's just.
Especially when you get to Orgrimmar, and then you got not even Orgrimmar, but like you get to the Northern Barrens. That's where it gets really stupid. You have to walk all the way down.
That's for the entire Horde, though.
I know, but still, it's a long ass walk.
Well, we'll talk about that later. All right. This is the Tauren. Either way, this is the Forsaken.
Yes.
The undead. The zombie. They're cool guys.
Cool. This guy's a hunter right now.
Yeah, this guy right here is a hunter. They very recently were able to be hunters. Either way, the story behind these guys is very cool. So, during, before World of Warcraft happened, there's a game called Warcraft that is a real-time strategy game in which you use your troops, you move your troops around, and you're basically a general. That's how it is. It's like playing Risk virtually. That's how it is. And in the game, the Lich King, his name is Arthas. We went over this in the last video.
Yep.
Arthas actually throws a plague out. Like, he manufactures a plague that he throws out over this human kingdom. And it kills all these guys, and it brings them back to life as these Forsaken. The leader of the Forsaken, her name is Sylvanas, and she is my favorite NPC in any game ever. She broke free. I don't know how she broke free. She was just like, I am way too badass to be this dude's bitch. And she broke free of his control. And in doing so, she allowed all the other Forsaken to do the same thing. Don't ask me how it happened. I have no idea. Well, the reason they're called the Forsaken is that after they broke free, they went back to their homes, to this Alliance city, to their families, and they were like, "Hey, we're back. I'm not really dead. It's cool. I'm back alive." Well, the Alliance, being the superficial dicks that they are, were like, "Ew, it's a zombie," and they tried to kill him. So, understandably so, the Forsaken got pissed off, and they joined the Horde. And they hate the Alliance because they're a bunch of superficial assholes.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. These guys get increased intellect. And during right now, actually, in live game, that's right, live game means anything that is current expansion. I've never heard of anyone use dead game, but I assume dead game would be previous expansions. I'd assume. But anyway, in live game, Sylvanas is trying to refill her army of soldiers, which she can't do because the Alliance and the Horde aren't really fighting anymore. And she lost a lot of troops while fighting Arthas and killing him, which we did at the very end of the last expansion, which was cool. It was cool. We killed the Lich King. He died. But yeah, like I was saying, Sylvanas needs more troops. She's trying to find a way to make more troops. She's not having any luck with it. Her and Garrosh, they butt heads because Garrosh doesn't want her using Plague, and she's going to use Plague anyway because she's doing what she has to. But that's really how it is. Undead can be everything except shamans, druids, and paladins.
Yep.
Because one, they don't work for the light. They're in fact creatures of darkness. They're evil, quote unquote evil. They don't care about the earth because they're just pissed off. And that's really it.
Yep.
They have a higher intellect than everyone else because they're smart. I guess these were smart guys before they died, and then they died and became even smarter. I do believe they have a high spirit, not as high as trolls, because trolls kick ass, but they do have a high spirit, which is always good. And that is really...
That's about it.
That's it about the Forsaken. There's not a whole lot. They have a cool backstory, though. Like I said, they broke free from the Lich King. That is honestly... That is everything that there is to know about
Forsaken.
They hate all living things. Yeah. That's Forsaken, I would say in a nutshell, but they don't fucking like nuts. They prefer to eat rotting things, and, speaking of that, there's an ability that the entire race gets called Cannibalize, and after you kill someone, you can literally eat their body.
For health.
For health. Which is just, it sounds appetizing. It really does. Anyway, that's Forsaken. Moving right along. Orc, the original Horde member.
I'm not really a big fan of orcs.
Me either. I have nothing against them. I don't think they're a bad race. I don't think they're bad anything. I don't really like them. It's not that they're ugly. They do have really badass shoulder pads, though. That's right. They have the biggest shoulder pads of everyone in the game. Not that that really matters. Just it's a cool, fun little factoid there. There's not a whole lot else. This one's a shaman. You can tell because of all the zap. A zap.
The only thing they can't be is
paladins and druids.
Yes.
The most powerful shaman in the entire game, anywhere actually, in the World of Warcraft, is Thrall, the former leader of the Horde, who was an orc. He was cool. He's a cool guy.
He was a shaman, right?
He's an orc shaman.
Most powerful.
That's right. He's currently holding the world together. Azeroth. He's holding Azeroth together. He's standing on a mountain in the middle of the ocean. It's called the Maelstrom. He's standing there, holding it together, channeling. You can talk to him. He'll be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you talking to me? I need to concentrate. And you're like, oh, sorry, bro. But yeah, believe it or not, he and a human mage, chick named, of course, as soon as I start talking about her, I completely forget her name. She is one of the most powerful mages in the game. Totally forgot, because, I don't know, I guess I'm a dick today. I forgot her name. She is extremely powerful. Her and Thrall are actually, I think, an item, believe it or not. There's definitely some feelings going on in between them. Yeah. Yeah, he's getting it on with the human, so, you go Thrall. and whatever her name is, I'll remember it eventually. That's the orc. Orcs are cool. They kick ass. Yeah, their
That's about
original
it.
horde. That's
That's it
really
for the
it.
Horde.
That's it for the horde.
For the
Will be
Horde.
for the horde.